where I'm unveiling a new feature from BeLive, which is something I always enjoy doing. So whilst everybody takes the seats, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this full screen and press play. Hello and welcome. I'll be with you shortly. In about 6 seconds. Hello, and thank you for watching. I am unmuted now. You should be able to hear me. If you can hear me, please say hello. If you're watching on Facebook, you can say hello on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, you can say hello on YouTube. I can see all the comments that you send in as I'm broadcasting. Now, I'm aware that there's a broadcast in BeLivers at the moment. I started broadcasting in BeLivers in May, and quite enjoyed the 6 months I had broadcasting in there. And now I'm over on YouTube. And it's YouTube and YouTube related things I'm going to be talking about from now forward. YouTube is quite simply the best place to actually broadcast. You don't need to log in, and people can watch you without logging in. So this is key. But the thing I'm about to talk about today is this, and it is the new BeLive Video Editor. And what I'm going to do is 3 things. One, I'm going to explain why you should use a video editor. 2, I'm going to explain how you can use the BeLive Video Editor. And then I'm going to show you 2 pieces of software that I use, which allow me to actually repurpose all the videos that I can now create using the BeLive Video Editor. So that's the why, how, and where. I'm going to play that throughout the broadcast. I'll stop it for the moment, and I can take that card down too, because you know I am. Oh, wow. Excellent. Hello, Barry. Nice to see you. Hello, Corinda. It is awesome to see you. And thank you for making the journey over here. There is a brand new feature on BeLive, which is the live video editor. And up until now, if you wanted to edit a video, you had to download it and then use Camtasia or Screencast-O-Matic to actually edit it, which meant you had to wait for the download, and then you had to load it into Camtasia or Screencast-O-Matic, and then you could start editing, and then you could think about repurposing. What if you could actually edit your video without downloading it? What if you could actually edit your video without, well, with additional features? And I'm going to run through those features now. And is that from Canva? This image on my right is from Canva. The video I played was from InVideo. Canva and InVideo are my 2 go-to places for creating images and for creating video. And I just want to say how much I enjoyed the InVideo show last week with Sanket and Abhilash and John, of course. And we'll be back on Thursday with the Inspired by InVideo show. But today I'm inspired by BeLive, and the new feature that BeLive have got. You a story, and hopefully I'm still broadcasting live because I saw a countdown then. I'm going to share my screen, and first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share a Chrome tab, and it's this one. I'm going to bring it up on screen. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to bring it up on screen, and I'm going to go picture in picture, and I'm going to hide that and go picture in picture. Right, there's been a change. This is the My Broadcast section of BeLive, and you just go to My Broadcasts, and as you can see, there are some new orange buttons, and it's those orange buttons which allow you to actually edit. Now, if I refresh that page, which I'm not going to, then obviously the broadcast now is showing in blue. But past broadcast, you can download the audio, you can download the video, but you can also edit the broadcast. And this is without downloading anything. As soon as you finish going live in your studio, you get the edit button and you can go directly to editing. And I've got one I made earlier, and I'm going to stop that screen share. So that's where it is, and that's important. You can actually access it from My Broadcasts. Then the next part, and again, I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to take a bit more time over this. I just want you to know where it was. Is I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to screen share the BeLive Video Editor. I'm going to bring that up on screen. And no, not that one. Not that one. Hide that one. It's this one. This is live video. I love live video. This is the BeLive Video Editor. Now, this is a broadcast that I did last Tuesday, and you can see that the broadcast is showing at the top of the page, right? But this is the full video. This is the video from last week in the BeLivers group. It's on My Broadcasts in BeLive. I click the edit button, and after whirring away for a few seconds, it gives me the video at the top of the screen. And if I press play, you won't hear anything, but I can hear the voice. And hello and welcome to Live Q&A with Stephen weekly. Right. Okay, so that's the first thing. The full video is at the top of the screen. Underneath, you can see a timeline. You've got a left-hand side of the timeline and the right-hand side of the timeline, and that covers the whole 61 minutes of the broadcast, 1 hour, 2 minutes, 56 seconds. Okay. Now, the operation of the video editor is very simple and straightforward. I can pick a point at which I want to start playing. So I'm talking about bots there. If I go back slightly, I'm going to go back until it's just me on screen and press play. The thing is, there's just me on screen, and then the bots are going to come up, and I can drag this over there. I can press play. The system's out there until the thing about BeLive is complete. Now, what I'm going to do, you can see I'm 22 minutes in, done by BeLive of an hour-long broadcast. I can if you talk about live selling, the live selling, and I can bring this in here. Okay, and that's it. I've selected a part of the video and I've trimmed it. I brought the left-hand marker in, I brought the right-hand marker in, and those two show me the piece I'm about to cut. All I need to do then is go finish and download. And that finish and download, basically what it's doing now, it's taking the clip out of the section of video, and it's creating a snippet, and that snippet is then downloaded to your hard drive. And it's downloading now. I can tell you that it's downloading now. If we go back and take me off full screen, you can see now that it has gone, and back into the tab. Right, I can finish and download, but I can drag these back. Let's drag these back to the beginning of the video and the end of the video. And you'll notice that there has been activity throughout. If I press play now, is the ability to sell whilst you're live, or to raise. I can see underneath when people actually made a comment, and play that. Talking about, I can also see underneath when people liked the video. I can also see in the full system, I can see, if I scroll down a bit, I can see during the live, this is it, only BeLive can do this. This is important. When you edit a video in Camtasia or Screencast-O-Matic, you don't have this bottom bit, which is your audience's activity. It's not possible. But because BeLive are doing this, every time somebody makes a comment, then, or several comments, then they can tell you when the comment was made. So if I press play now, and they started within seconds, hopefully, October 2016. So 15th of a comment 2020. I can see where all the comments are, and let's just go through this. I can see when I play a video, I can see when I change the layout, I can see when I change the screen, I can see when a comment is made. So in terms of honing in, I can actually go direct to a particular section of the video. This is groundbreaking. This is important. The ability to actually go to a particular section of the video driven by comments, screen changes, guests coming on and off is crucial in terms of knowing which bits to cut. If you're doing a screen change, then you know that there's a new topic or there's a new guest or something's about to happen, and you can go to that screen change and you can start the clip from there, and then you can play until the end and then take the end. So in terms of actually finding the clips, this is the key thing. Finding the clips is the thing, because you're being guided by the information that's below, and that is showing you when there is a comment on screen. Let's take the others off. Okay, so every purple one is when people made a comment. Okay, so I can go to a comment and I can press play. Over to Haji and say, there you are, comment is on screen. That's the comment. I'm just about to talk about it. Is there any possibility? So I could take that question that was shown on screen and I could bring the slider in from the left, bring the slider in from the right, and then play the video. And any I've missed, I will comment on, and any that need additional information, then I'll get to the end of the question and I can just download that question. Yeah. So I'm being guided by the information that's in the viewer's activity. And just to reiterate, nobody else can do this. So if I turn the comments off, and I'm scrolling down again, if I turn the comments on screen off, I can see where I do a change of screen display. And hopefully any I've missed, I will comment on, and any that need additional information, then I'll put additional information there. So technically it's possible. Okay. You can't just do it with BeLive. You need additional things. I can track and software. Comments, screen layout changes, or screen changes, video, when I play a video. So in other words, this is giving me total control over which parts of the video I'm actually going to cut. Now, the cutting of the video is very important. If you've done an hour-long broadcast, people come and watch the replay, but they're not going to watch 60 minutes. If you've got an hour-long show, people will not watch 60 minutes. What you need to do is to create a teaser, and that teaser ideally should be about 2 minutes. And if we're thinking about Periscope, it should be 2 minutes 20 seconds long. And that 2 minutes 20 seconds long can then be put onto Facebook, put onto YouTube, put onto Vimeo, put onto Periscope, Twitter, wherever you want. That short clip, which is the one that will draw people in, you can then promote that clip everywhere and people will watch. I know this, I've done this ever since the editor was released on alpha. I've been using it and testing it and trying it. And when we did the 5 days live, I was able to take speeches by Joe, by Brigetti, by Marco, and take them out of the video and then repurpose them. Yeah. Now, when we did a show last week with in video, I was able to take the interview with Sankit out of the video, and I can now repurpose that. I was able to take the interview with Abhilash out of the video. I can now repurpose that. Just to give you an example, one of the things you want to be doing is actually playing funny moments. And this is a clip, which I'm going to bring up on screen now. This is a clip from Ask Angelica. Now, Ask Angelica is a 20-25 minute long video show which goes out on Fridays. But occasionally, because I'll give you the background to this. Angelica is my partner and a German language tutor, and she's got courses on Udemy, and she's been doing this for quite a number of years. And every Friday we get together for 25 minutes. At the moment we're touring Germany, different city or town every 2 weeks. And occasionally when I'm reading German sentences, well, I could go on, but I'll just play you the video. This is a clip taken using BeLive Video Editor. Just a minute. Hochst. This is going to go well when we do the outtakes. Hochst gelegenen Städte.
Yeah, that was pretty close, actually. Es ist die südlichste Gemeinde in Deutschland. You had no problems with that bit. Und eine der höchstgelegenen Städte.
Höchstgelegenen.
Höchstgelegenen. So you've got the umlaut on the O, so it's höchstgelegen.
Okay. Now we know what Gemeinde is because we got municipality. Yeah. So this is the southern most southern principality in Germany.
Yeah.
And one of the highest. Well, it's a town at the highest elevation.
No, just one of the highest. That'll do. That's what we would say. I know in German we don't like really this short word. We like to really expand on. So instead of the highest towns, we're saying höchstgelegenen.
Okay, and it is the southernmost municipality in Germany and one of its highest towns. So that 2-minute clip was chosen using the BeLive Live Video Editor, and I was able to cut that out and then promote it on Twitter and then Periscope, and then to use it to promote our next show. And it's just so easy to do. With the BeLive Editor, there are no downloads. Everything is done in your browser. You can do it as soon as you finish your broadcast. There are no, it's just a lot easier. It's the simplest way of actually doing it. And say hello to a new viewer. And hello, nice to see you. It's always nice to see new people. And I'd like to say thank you to Barry for actually liking the video. Thank you very much. And to everybody who's watching on YouTube and on Facebook, thank you. Right, so let's just bring that shared screen back in again. And I think that it's this one, yeah. And I'm going to go picture in picture, probably the other way around. So just, we've got the video at the top. We can play the video software now, but I can do a call in
if that's basically the way you actually want
anywhere
to
in the
do
video
your show.
just by clicking the frame, and it will skip to that frame.
And any I've missed, I will. And any I've missed,
If I
will
get it right.
comment.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's put the okay, live demonstration. I'm going to put these left and right hand bookends to the beginning. I'm going to go there and I'm going to press play.
My shop.
Okay. Once the 3 minutes, so that's the countdown clock, and I could cut that out if I wanted. But what I wanted to show you is that if I go to any frame in the video, then it automatically, I'm going left and right here, I can very quickly go to any point in the video just by clicking on the image. Now, if I want a particular area, then I can zoom in, and you'll notice that it's actually going and giving me more frames to look at. Okay, or I can zoom out or zoom in. So in terms of actually finding my place on the editor,
On Mac
is so simple and intuitive. And that's the key. You're not having to go, well, you can go to the frame. If you've got an interview, and I'll show you one in a moment. If you've got an interview and you want to show that interview, just that clip of the interview, then you can go straight to it. And once you've finished editing, let's just go over here, and I'll scroll to the right and go to the bottom. I can actually just click there as well, and I can go a bit further and I can drag this in and create a new clip, and I can just finish and download that clip. But it's the thing that BeLive's got that nobody else has, is this information that appears at the bottom of the screen. And I'm just going to go up again and zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so I'm in total control, and I can now move those to the beginning and the end of the video, and I can start again. Now, you can take as many clips. You can take as many clips from a video as you like. There are no limits. Basically, what you're looking for is when things go wrong, because that's always a good point to actually use as a clip, when you're saying something important, and that's a clip as well. So when things go wrong, when you're saying something important, or your guest is saying something important, it's basically you're actually creating teasers so that you can actually link back to your original video. And it's just so simple to do. Now, I am doing the why, the how, and the where. So we've covered the why because you want to increase your reach. Let's stop that for a moment. When things start to drive me crazy, I know they're driving you crazy too. So you can create the clips. I'm just going to go for a second one. I'm going to stop sharing what I'm sharing at the moment. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to close the editor, and I'm going to go to a different broadcast. So I'm in my broadcasts, and I'm going to edit a different broadcast. I'm just waiting for it to load. So it's loading now in the background. And over to Kelly. Say hello to Kelly. That's, well, exactly. You could have a bloopers video, and it's just so powerful and so easy to do, as I'm about to demonstrate again. And I'm going to have hours of fun with this. So let's go, and you probably recognize these two guys. I'm going to share the screen again, and this time it's a different video. So I'm going to the BeLive Video Editor, and I'm going to bring this up on screen. And okay, I'm going to go picture in picture. Now you probably recognize these two guys. This is the video from last Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern with John and I on Inspired by Video. And this was probably our favorite show. It was our 50th show. And we had two special guests. One is Abhilash, who is, well, John calls him the Chief Happiness Officer on InVideo. And he looks after everybody. He makes sure everybody's happy, answers all the questions, and he brings in people who can answer the questions when he can't. The second person was Sankit Shah, and Sankit is the CEO of InVideo. I was just blown away by the fact he actually came on the show. But he came on the show and he told us the story of InVideo, how they started, what the work ethic is, and why it's important to them that the customer will always be king. And it was just a fascinating 20 minutes. Now, this show should have been 30 minutes. It actually went on for an hour and 25 minutes. And but in that are some gems. And I'm going to go over to the editor. And this is the editor. And we can see, if I scroll down, we can see where the layout was changed. We can see where there were comments on screen. We can see where the video, and we can see where a guest came in. So I'm going to turn all those three off and turn guest back on. And that's when a guest arrived. So if I go there and press play.
$1 a month, you know, because they seem.
That's just when Sankit arrived. So I'm going to go back a bit, and I can zoom in. Let's just zoom in a minute. So I'm going to go back up. I'm playing about here. I'm just having fun. So I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to scroll to the right, and we can see where this is. So I'm go back here.
Delhi in Bombay,
and
they're like, hey,
stop.
Find me.
And then I can scroll to the left and keep going until Sankit is actually in. So I'm going to zoom in or zoom out, as the case may be. I'm going to bring the left-hand bracket over here. Yeah. And then I'm going to bring the right-hand bracket over here. Okay. Just about there. And take the frame to there. And now zoom in or zoom out. I can pinpoint the start and finish of Sankit's interview with myself and John. Now, this means that I can just download it and I can just have that interview, and that makes a separate video. So as well as teaser videos, you can take sections of a BeLive broadcast and create interesting content, because everybody wants to hear from Sankit. John and I, not so much. Abhilash, definitely. But to hear from Sankit, to hear from the CEO of a company that went from 200 users to 800,000 users in the space of 18 months. Well, that's gold. That's a man to be listened to. And the young man is only 22. And InVideo he was educated in the States. He's got the game plan, he's got the knowledge, the expertise, and he's got the drive to actually make this happen. And we asked both Sankit and Abhilash, what do they do when they're not at InVideo? And their reply came back that when we're not at InVideo, we don't do anything, because we're always at InVideo. They probably work about 18 hours a day. I knew they're young. As I said, Sankit's 22, Abhilash is 28. So they spend their time actually on InVideo. And because we interviewed them individually, we have 2 interviews, which are self-contained. So going back to the editor, I can edit out the section with Sankit in and just finish and download. And that will prepare the video, and you can see that it's working away. That will prepare the video, and I can then use it. I can then repurpose it. I can give a copy to Sanket. I give Abhilash his interview as well so that he can redeploy it, because they were on top form, both of them. And then the other thing is that I can then repurpose it. But your question is, if editing's so easy, how do you actually repurpose the video? Yeah, where does it go? So that brings us on to our next question, and that I'll leave that downloading and come back to me. The next question, I'm going to stop screen share. The next question is, how do I actually repurpose the video? Now, the traditional way would be to download it, upload it to YouTube, upload it to Vimeo, upload it everywhere. But there are two alternative approaches, which I'm going to show you now. The first one of those, and I'm going to screen share again, because this deployment is all right having a wonderful editing feature, but the question is, what happens next? So just to remind you, we're answering 3 questions. We are answering, I just need to find it. Oh, I put it there, didn't I? We're answering 3 questions. And the 3 questions are why, how, and where. So we've covered the why. We've said bloopers, cuts, special interest, and brand awareness. I've shown you how easy the video editor is to use, and the additional facilities that it has, because it's BeLive. All the broadcasting information is known to BeLive. They know when people like the broadcast, they know when people comment on the broadcast, they know when the screen change, they know when a new guest appears on screen. All those indicators make it easy to actually pinpoint the bit in the video that you want. You pinpoint it, you download it, it's stored on your hard drive. What happens next? Okay, that's where we are. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to share my screen again. This is a record for screen sharing. This is the 3rd time. And I'm going to go over to a tab here and bring that up into the video. And there's my shared screen. And I'm going to take myself off full screen. I'm going to go picture in picture. This is a website called Transferring Videos. You've downloaded the video from BeLive, or BeLive's downloaded it for you. It's sat on your hard drive. The next stage is you actually upload it to Transferring Videos, which is a site I discovered back in March this year. I've uploaded a video, and I can now go to publish, and in a second or two, that clip that came from BeLive, I can send to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Vimeo, OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, or Dailymotion. So in terms of repurposing, I can do all these individually. And if I want to send a tweet, I just press the Twitter button and it brings up a window that you might not be able to see. And it allows me to send out a tweet with the clip. And I'm going to leave that to cook. So the first thing you can do is you can take your clip, upload it to Transferring Videos. I'll put the links in afterwards. And then you can post it out to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Vimeo, Dailymotion, Dropbox, Google Drive, or OneDrive. And it is just so simple to do. To actually send the content from BeLive to your hard drive, from your hard drive to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Vimeo, Dailymotion, Dropbox, Google Drive. It's just so sweet. You're in total control. It doesn't go automatically. You can pick which ones you want. You can have one or all of them. The video stays up there for 2 days so that you don't have to do it all at the same time. You can actually do it over the course of 2 days. And the site is Transferring Videos, and it's so simple and easy to use. Right. This is, I've got to say this is a one-man software house in France, and he is, well, he listens. It's quite an active Facebook group, Transferring Videos, And this is the first place you can actually go to repurpose your BeLive snippets. Let's call them BeLive snippets. So I'm going to hide that, which brings back to me. So transferring videos is the first place you can actually share your BeLive snippets. There is another place, and that other place, I'm just going to close the tab. That other place is one of my favorite sites. So I'm going to share screen again, and hopefully this will work. This is live, remember. And I'm going to bring my screen share up on screen. I'm going to go picture in picture that way. This is a supercharged site which is called OneDrive.live. Now this website, yeah, I'll come back to your comments in a minute, Kelly, you're quite right. This website is a scheduling site. Not only is it a scheduling site, you can schedule as if you were live. So if you've got something like the interview with Sanket and you want it to gain a new audience, then I can come into here, upload the video from Sanket, and then I can publish it. And I can publish it as a live video at a scheduled time. And this is important because it means that you can actually monitor it whilst it's live and you can be part of the audience watching it. This is not a premiere. This is going live on a YouTube page, group, or your profile, on YouTube, Periscope, or even to a custom RTMP, Twitch, Instagram, and Steam, all at the same time. So you go live on those sites all at the same time with the video that you got from the BeLive Video Editor. And this makes the two together, the two combined, make this a very powerful system. Because rather than repurposing an hour-long video, which nobody's going to watch, you can actually, let's come back a minute. Rather than repurposing an hour-long video that nobody's going to watch, you can actually take the most interesting part of your video, use the BeLive Video Editor, and create a 1/4 of an hour, 20-minute long broadcast, which nobody will have seen. How do we know that? Because people don't, when people watch your videos on replay, they don't watch the 60 minutes. They don't watch half an hour. They don't watch 15 minutes, unless they know about you and who you are, in which case they might. So there are exceptions. But most people, when they see a video in their timeline, will watch the first few minutes of it, which is good because it's actually, I mean, that's what it's all about, which is why at the beginning of every show, you should actually say what you're doing. But to actually ask somebody to watch a 60-minute video, difficult. To actually ask somebody to watch a 20-minute video where you put a full description in and you promoted it. So if I said now, this is John and Stephen interviewing Sanket Shah, the CEO of InVideo, who have 800,000 customers, learn how he did it, and try out InVideo with this link. Not necessarily an affiliate link, but with this link, try out with this link. Then you've got a show, a live show in its own right. So let's just go back to screen share again. Just to give you an idea of the depth of this system, you can go out to Hopin, Vimeo, Smashcast. I tried to get that right. Wowza, DAcast, DLive, Stage 10. Wow, I've not looked at this in last week. Bambuza, Mob Crush, and then some more remote sites, which I've heard of some of them. There's an IBM site there. But this is parallel live broadcasting. This is simulcasting live. This is taking a clip and scheduling it on OneStream so that it can go live. And it's acceptable to Facebook and YouTube and Periscope and Twitch and Instagram and Steam. And it's so powerful and so easy to use. I do use this. I don't use it every day, I've got to be honest, but I do use it frequently to send out clips of videos so that they get a wider audience. And as I say, what you're doing here is saying, right, okay, this is a mini show in its own right. This is why you should watch it. And you can schedule it. And then you can go around and you can comment on the schedules. You can plan a campaign using this software. I'm very lucky. I got the deal on AppSumo, and I stacked 2 one streams. So I'm in for the long haul. But the thing is that we've answered the question now, hopefully, as to why the new BeLive editor is important, how you can use it, and where you can use it. Now, in a live demonstration, it's very difficult to actually cover all the points, and things did not go exactly as I wanted, but who cares? But I was able to show you the principles behind the editor and why it's better than Camtasia, why it's better than any video editor you've used before, because it's a live capture of the likes, comments, screen changes, guests joining. Then it makes it so easy to decide which bits of a clip. Okay. And I did this with the 5 Days Live, and 5 Days Live was an hour-long broadcast, but I had 3 8-minute clips of Joe, Brigetti, and Marco, which I used to promote separately. Yeah. So it has a genuine purpose. This is as a business purpose. Okay, over to the comments, and I'll slow down for a minute. And you could write, that's another use. I mean, in videos, you've got 15-minute videos. That's a good point. I'll try that. You can actually bring the clips into a video, and then basically you could actually put a front screen. Yeah, good idea, Kelly. You could put an intro, an outro, add music to it where necessary. Yeah, I shall try that, and I'll let you know how I get on with actually using it. But I'm just sometimes blown away by what BeLive do. This is the first of many enhancements to the system that we're going to see in this 4th quarter. And it's tried and tested. It's easy to use. I've been using it for 2 months, and I'm just so impressed by it. And it just takes 1 or 2 things to impress me, especially when you see a piece of software in its starting out, when it's in alpha stage, then it goes to beta, then it goes to final release. We're now in the final release, and it's a very polished piece of software. And we've got to know the people who actually designed it, and they listened to what we've said, because the quality of it is improved all the way through. And I use it every week. That's all I can say. And it is a very impressive piece of software. Okay, so I'm going to take that off screen and talk about something else for a moment. Kelly's already a member, Corinda's a member, but I love playing this video. So I'm going to bring this video on screen. And the thing that blows me away about this is the timing on the music on this video. Thank you, BeLive, for letting me know. I'm blown away by how well the timing works at the beginning of that video. Anywho, basically, Building Our Community is a private network. It's not Facebook. It's not on Facebook. It's private. And Corinda and Kelly are already there. I'm there. And quite a few of our friends are there. And Barry, if you're watching, still watching, then I'd like to invite you to join. This is Fonz and I are renaming our show, which we do on Mondays, to Building Our Community, because it shouldn't start and end with a 60-minute show. It should be ongoing. And I found a site which is called Mighty Networks. I've took a license out for a year. So we've got a year to actually build a new network. Now, the network itself is self-contained. You have your own profile. You can start your own private groups. You can invite people. You can join other people's groups. And it's just so simple to do. I quite like being in there because it's quiet. There are no scrolling adverts. And there's no, well, because we know each other, there's no, everybody's supportive, and there's no backbiting, and nobody's fighting for, it's just, it works. In fact, so much so, we've got a meeting tonight about the live video production blueprint, and 7 of the 8 members of the team are actually members, are actually members of the new network, which is called Building Our Community. And we're getting together tonight on Whereby to actually talk about the blueprint. And it's Building Our Community is not, is for getting together and having a chat, but it also for projects. Now, I've got projects like the live video production blueprint. I've got projects like United World Radio with Fonz, and other projects will come out of it. People will get together and they will say, right, okay, this is a good idea, let's run with it. So I'm looking forward to a lot of new projects actually being started by people and members of the group. So Building Our Community, the show, renamed after Kelly's kind suggestion, is live on Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then Building Our Community, the group, is there 24/7. And you can go in there, start your own private group, join other groups, post. In fact, it's got everything that you would want of a private social network. It is private. Anything that's said in the groups stays in the groups. If you're not a member of a group and the group is private, you can't see what's in there. I can't see what's in there unless I'm invited. And it's just, I'm blown away by everybody who's, when I invite somebody, it all seems to work out well. And Barry, yes, you're still watching. So look out for an invite to Building Our Community, and you can join. We'd love you to join. You can start your own group on there, and we can get to know each other a bit better, and we can chat. And we have a Whereby channel where we can actually get together on video and just chat privately. So things are coming together step by step. More people are joining. It's not a busy group. It's never going to be a busy group, but it may well have a few hundred people in it, all of whom are connected to each other in some way. So that's Building Our Community. That was the video, Building Our Community. So let's just go back, and I'm just going to screen share for the last time and come back to me, because I want to finish off with this new widget from BeLive. Well, it's more than a widget. It is a very welcome enhancement to what BeLive can do, what we can do with BeLive. And I'm going to bring it up on screen and go picture in picture. So essentially, you can bring, as soon as you finish broadcasting, you can go straight to the editor, you can edit the video, and you can create a snippet, download the snippet, and then using, as I said, 2 systems I mentioned, and they are OneStream.live. I'm going to copy and paste that into the comments. So I'm sending the link for OneStream.live, and I'm also going to send the link to I've got a link for transferring videos, but this is the other one. The second site I looked at is transferring videos. And send. Okay, so that's going through. And a comment coming through from Barry. And Barry, thank you. Looking forward to the invite. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Barry. Brilliant. Keep the connection going. So basically, the why is because you want promotional tools, and as I say, people won't watch an hour-long recording the first few minutes, or if you've got something you want them to watch, then you can just cut that out and you can use that as a teaser or a trailer, or for promotion in any way, shape, or form. Any part of the broadcast that you've done on BeLive can be edited, and you just start and finish of the clip. That's it. And then you do the bookend thing. Let's do the bookend thing for the last time, because I like doing this. If I go over to the screen, I can drag the bookends out to the beginning of the end of the video, and then I can just start again. Yeah. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to play, hopefully, just for John. I mean, John spent hours doing this. Not that bit. Oh, you've seen that before. I want to go back a bit. Okay, so that's John's instructional video. I'm a software guy. I design software, and I am so impressed by the quality of this and how useful it is, and how useful it's going to be to everybody who broadcasts on BeLive. So I want to say kudos to the team at BeLive for actually creating this and allowing us to use it. And the best thing of all is it's included in the current BeLive subscription. There is no extra charge for this new facility. So awesome is all I can say. And thank you to the team at BeLive. In fact, there are several teams at BeLive. And talking about teams at BeLive, I shall be, this is a heads up, on Thursday the 22nd, I shall be releasing my first ever blog on the BeLive site, which I'm looking forward to. One of my tasks now, well, it's not a task, it's a pleasure really, is to write blogs for BeLive, which appear on the BeLive website. Now, I've got my own blog. I've had my own blog since blogs began. And this is a true story, by the way. And I've written blogs, and people read the blogs. And when I did the blog about Facebook changes, then it was well received, and a lot of people actually read the blog and watched the video. Hundreds, well, thousands actually. And I thought I was good at blogging, but it's only when somebody says these are our blogging standards that you think, hang on a minute, you use Grammarly. I've heard of it. Is it not just a spell checker? Okay. So I'd written the blog. I wrote the blog over the weekend, and I was happy with it. It has 4 text sections, 3 images, and I did a special video as well to go with the blog, which is 20 minutes long. The title is How to Schedule, the Ultimate Guide to Scheduling on Facebook. But I thought, okay, I'll take my blog and I'll put it into Grammarly. And I did. And I got the shock of my life 4 hours ago when this blog is in Grammarly, and top right hand corner it gives you a score out of 100 of what the quality of your blog is. Okay, and it said 66%. Now on a normal day I would take 66%, but the guidelines from BeLive say that the Grammarly score should be 95%. And I thought, wow, this is a new world. To actually have everything checked so that full stops and commas are in the right place, so that hyphens in the right place, so that a sentence that's mangled becomes clear. Wow. So I went through the whole of the blog post and I did everything that Grammarly suggested. And I thought, I'm enjoying this. This is starting to make sense. And when I'd finished, I had to do this. You can't blame me. I had to get 100% on that blog. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, I mean, 95% is good. 100% means that everything is spot on. So I went from 66% to 100%. This is by way of saying that the blog you read on Thursday, hopefully, has been blood, sweat and tears to actually get it out, but a big learning curve as well. And I was so impressed, I upgraded to Grammarly Pro, and I'm now using that everywhere. So when you get it, ever you get a message from me, forget the typos. The typos are a thing of the past. I use Grammarly. There are no typos, and everything is clear and makes sense. At least that's what I think it does. Right. So thank you for watching today. I know that the creator of the BeLive Video Editor was actually live in BeLive as while I was broadcasting, and I am going to watch that broadcast afterwards. So I'd like to thank everybody who joined me live and joins me on the replay, because this is what makes it special. It's about networking, it's about supporting each other, it's about listening to each other. And I look forward to seeing you all in building our community, including Barry and Corinda, and of course, it wouldn't be the same without Kelly. I'm not too sure about 22's Lottie. I don't know who that is. May well be somebody on YouTube. So enjoy the rest of the week. I will see you on Thursday early doors, 5 AM Eastern, with the team at Blogging for Written, episode 249. I will see you at a better time, which is 11 AM Eastern, with John for Inspired by Video, episode 51, which is going to be as special as 50. That's what we've raised the bar now. John's raised the bar in his instructional video. We've raised the bar in interviewing. So we're going to get better each week. It's my pleasure to be able to broadcast. I just enjoy it so much. And thank you for your company. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. And take care. Bye for now. Is that it? Is it gone? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I'm really going this time. Okay.